Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am thrilled to see you today. I am working through a project that focuses on moths and butterflies. And yes, that was my dog that just came in the back. I'm doing this primarily because I just want to show off some of the wonderful properties of gouache, which is a medium that I really enjoy using. It is an opaque watercolor. For this project, you really only need 3 primary colors and a black and a white. Even the black, you could potentially, that's negotiable. If you like to mix your own black using red and green, go ahead. Or if you want to use, I like to use blue and burnt sienna or burnt umber to make a dark that is a little bit more like a Payne's gray. That is fantastic too. I will get right into it, but just a couple of more things. Just these are the sort of crucial learning goals for today. Is don't get hung up on getting anything photorealistic. We are in the business of approximations. It'll make it a more interesting and vibrant piece if you have your own interpretation. And go rogue on colors, go rogue on shape, go rogue on dots. Do the patterns as you feel make sense for your journal. So enjoy that. And then the one thing to look very carefully at with gouache, and this is something that I have practiced a lot over the years, is controlling your water. Sorry, I was just checking my notes because I want to make sure I cover my points. It took me a long time, and in fact, I still sometimes don't feel as though I 100% have it. But the critical piece with gouache is controlling the amount of water on your brush. You really want to make sure that in the early layers, it's fine. You can go in with lots of water and do a very thin coat to lay down some of those initial colors. But as you build, and this project is all about building those layers, putting on layer after layer, which is what gives it the visual interest. You want to make sure that the bottom layer is 100% dry. And as you go on to the top layers, you're thickening the paint. You're using it in its full constitution, very little water on your brush. So as you're gathering your supplies, make sure you have some paper towel or a rag next to you so you can actually dry out your brush as you go, because that's as important as mixing the paints in the proper colors or in the values that you really want to use to get the look that you're going for. Without further ado, let's dig in on this. I recommend actually just Googling some reference. I'll put some links below to some museums that have great moth and butterfly collections, and feel free to take a look at those. And it's not directly from any kind of spread. I did use some reference from the Harvard libraries. My sister recently went on a little adventure there, and so I used some of her pictures that she actually got directly from the exhibit. So I encourage you guys to gather your own reference and just put together a spread, just dropping the different specimens on a piece of paper as if you are on your own bug collecting adventure. Okay, let's get started. Thanks for watching. So I am starting with some rough sketches, nothing too exact. I am working from a photograph, and pretty soon I go right into my first layers of paint. The beauty of gouache is that you can have it thick, you can have it thin, and these first layers, I do a mix of some of those to start to establish the base layers and begin to have some more texture that I want to build into the final spread as I go. Okay, so I sped through that last bit because I think this is the part where it gets really interesting. This is where I have the baseline sketch, I have some first layers, and this is where I start to use the properties of gouache that I think are so interesting. This is where you start to put on more layers, you can cover things, there's full coverage, and it really starts to be fun. I'm not staying super true to the reference. I'm more using this as like a jump off point, but I knew I wanted to do some layering here. I have a blue one, a green one. These will be eventually black and white, but I wanted to put a warm layer down. I was thinking I might do a gray background on this side and maybe a lighter background on this side. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to go with this. I may make the full background the same. And I've started to put in some of the layers on this side. But I think one of the things I love about gouache is as you let it dry, you can go back in with the thick paint and continue to build out the layers until you come up with something really fun and vibrant. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm just trying to lay down some color. I'll probably go back over again with the light colors in this spread, and in particular on this particular moth slash butterfly, not sure which one it is even at this point. But I do enjoy this stage because you just end up getting lost in the fun of this process, and whether it's just replicating the pattern or trying to create something a little bit new and different, you can really do some neat work on this with this medium. I do recommend insects. I find them very therapeutic to paint, and they're just fun and they're forgiving. It's okay. It'll still look cool even if you don't have it particularly exactly perfect. So yeah, so that's where I'm going. Now, this stage will go on for quite some time. My feeling is that the more layers I can do here, the better, I feel like. So I'll probably go in with some black, out with some lighter colors. I might go back in a second or third time as I step back and look at it and say, oh, that wasn't quite what I was looking for. And I think that's 100% okay. That is what makes this such a fun process. This one, I feel like I want to go back in with the background color and change the shape of this wing a little bit. And there's room for that as well. So I'll be doing that too. So yeah, so I'm just gonna keep on going. And if you wanna watch along, or if you wanna go and you can Google up some insects and moths and things and join in yourself, that's also a great thing to do. And I'm just gonna be here working on this morning with my pup. All right, I finished, but I'm not finished. I decided, and this is the beauty of gouache, I decided I don't really like this dull gray. So I'm gonna go in with pink on this side, just to give myself a little complimentary kick and to have something for these colors to really pop against. So I just took some pink from my palette, added a little bit of white because I wanted it to be really a very kind of light pink. and I'm going back over it. Now, this gray is completely dry, and I'm using a pretty thick application. If it were too watery, I think this would be actually quite hard to do. Thank you for watching. If you've watched this far, you are a star. And I hope that you will like and subscribe. And of course, please comment. I just have to say, I've gotten some really nice comments lately from people. It makes such a difference. I've been on a little bit of a, I don't know if it's a rut. It's hard for me to talk about it on the channel, to be honest. My mom died in August. It's still kind of hard for me to talk about, actually, just in general. I was thinking I would do like a bigger video about it, but I don't think I am quite ready for that. So just the fact that I am making a video at all right now is a huge win, because I've been feeling very, I don't know, I've been mourning. That's what happens, right? So I am part of the club now that has lost both parents, and it's a hard club to join. So if you are in that club with me, I'm sorry. If you are not, I'm sorry too. Eventually we all get there. But doing exercises like this definitely help with the grief. Even if you don't make something perfect, it feels soothing to put colors together and to find shapes on your paper. So anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. I'm assuming I'm gonna post this hopefully by tomorrow. Okay, look at that. Look at how that transformed the page. It's so fun. It's so fun. This is the beauty of gouache. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys here very soon. Take care.